When we look back at our lives, each of us can recall moments that shaped who we became. For me, it began with my mother. When I was a young boy, my family lived overseas, in Indonesia. We didn't have much. My mother didn't have the money to send me to the same schools as the American kids, but she believed deeply in the power of education. And so every morning at 4:30 a.m., before she left for work, she sat me down to teach me extra lessons. I was sleepy, I was cranky, and sometimes I wanted to quit. But whenever I complained, she would look at me with that firmness only a mother can give and say, "This is no picnic for me either, Buster." That one line carried a lifetime of wisdom. Success, learning, progress, none of it is easy. But the sacrifices we make today shape the opportunities of tomorrow. My story isn't unique. My father left when I was just 2 years old. I grew up with a single mother who worked hard, struggled to pay the bills, and couldn't always provide what other kids had. There were times I felt lonely, times I felt like I didn't fit in, times I wasn't focused on school, made mistakes, and landed in trouble. My life could have gone in the wrong direction. But I was lucky. I got second chances. I got opportunities to study, to work hard, and to chase my dreams. My wife, Michelle, has her own story. Her parents never went to college. They didn't have much money, but they worked hard. And Michelle worked hard. She pushed herself, step by step, until she walked into the best schools in the nation. And that, my friends, is the truth. You don't have to be born into privilege. You don't need to have every advantage. You need to believe in education, in effort, in the simple but powerful idea that your destiny is written by your own hands. Maybe right now, you feel you don't have the support you need. Maybe someone in your family lost their job. Maybe money is tight. Maybe your neighborhood feels unsafe. Maybe your friends push you to do things you know are wrong. Maybe you carry struggles no one else can see. But listen to me closely. Those struggles do not define you. They are not your limit. In fact, they might just be the fire that pushes you to rise higher. Because here's the truth. You could be a great writer, but you won't know it until you sit down and write that English paper. You could be the next great scientist or inventor, but you won't know it until you give your all to that science project. You could be a leader, a mayor, a senator, a justice, but you won't discover it until you stand up in a debate or run for student government. Whatever you want to become, doctor, teacher, police officer, nurse, architect, lawyer, soldier, every single path demands one thing: education. You cannot drop out of school and expect to drop into success. You cannot bypass hard work and expect life to hand you greatness. You've got to train. You've got to learn. You've got to put in the hours when no one is watching. And this isn't just about you. Your education is about something larger. The future of your community, your country, even the world, depends on what you choose to learn today. The challenges we face, diseases like cancer and AIDS, the need for clean energy, the fight against poverty and inequality, will not be solved by chance. They will be solved by the knowledge, creativity, and persistence of people like you. Look around. Every subject you study has power. Science and math give us tools to fight disease and invent the future. History and social studies give us perspective to fight injustice and create fairness. Art, creativity, and innovation drive businesses that build jobs and economies. We need every single one of you, your talents, your ideas, your courage. Because one day, the world will depend on you to solve the problems my generation could not. So if you quit on school, you're not just quitting on yourself, you're quitting on all of us. I know it's not easy. I know some of you go home to challenges that would break the spirit of many adults. I know you get tired, distracted, frustrated, but let me say this clearly. Your circumstances are not an excuse. Where you are right now does not determine where you will end up. Nobody has written your story. Here, you write your own destiny. Yes, it will be hard. Some days you'll fail. Some days you'll feel invisible. Some days you'll feel like giving up. But remember, failure is not the end. Failure is the teacher. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter manuscript was rejected 12 times before a publisher said yes. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in history, was cut from his high school team. He lost hundreds of games. He missed thousands of shots. And he said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." These people understood something vital. Failure doesn't define you. It refines you. It shows you what to do differently next time. If you get into trouble, it doesn't make you a troublemaker. It means you need to act better. If you get a bad grade, it doesn't make you stupid. It means you need to study harder. No one is born good at everything. Excellence comes through practice. The first time you play a sport, you won't be a champion. The first time you sing, you won't hit every note. The first draft you write won't be a masterpiece. But with practice, with resilience, you will grow. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Asking for help is not weakness. It is strength. It shows courage. It shows you are ready to learn. Find a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a parent, a grandparent, and lean on them. Let them guide you when the road gets tough. And above all, never give up on yourself. Even if others doubt you, even if others dismiss you, do not dismiss yourself. Because when you give up on yourself, you don't just walk away from your own future. You walk away from what you could give to the world. The story of every nation is written not by those who quit, but by those who kept going. America was built by students, dreamers, workers, rebels, ordinary people who believed in something larger than themselves. Students 250 years ago rose up to demand freedom. Students 75 years ago fought through depression, endured war, and built a new world. Students 20 years ago founded the platforms that now connect billions of people across the globe. And today, it is your turn. So I ask you, what will your contribution be? What problem will you solve? What discovery will you make? What story will the future tell about you? We, your parents, your teachers, your leaders, we are working to give you the tools, better classrooms, better books, better technology. But in the end, the choice is yours. Your effort, your discipline, your goals. Those are things only you can control. So set goals. Simple ones at first. Do your homework every day. Read a little more each night. Pay attention in class. Choose an activity that stretches you. Volunteer in your community. Stand up for those who are bullied. Care for yourself so you are ready to learn. And most importantly, commit. Truly commit. Because here is the truth. Success is never accidental. Success is always earned. And it will take everything from you. Your time, your effort, your resilience. You will be tempted to believe the shortcuts. That you can get rich quick. That you can be famous without effort. But let me tell you, the path to greatness is built on long, hard, unglamorous hours of dedication. You will stumble, yes. But every stumble is a step forward if you keep going. So this year, expect more from yourself. Push harder, dream bigger, work longer. Respect your teachers, respect your parents, respect yourself. Don't let your family down. Don't let your community down. Don't let your country down. But above all, don't let yourself down. Because one day, years from now, you will look back. You will see that every early morning, every late night, every failure, every second chance, all of it led you here. And you will be proud. Proud not just of what you achieved, but of who you became. So rise, study, learn, persist. Your future, and ours, depends on it. And before we close, remember this. Your journey doesn't end here. Every day is another chance to rise, to learn, and to become stronger than yesterday. If you felt inspired today and you want more such powerful and life-changing messages, make sure you subscribe to Mind Focus Lab. This is your space for daily motivation, focus, and unstoppable energy. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. Because together, we are building a community of dreamers and doers who never give up. Stay focused, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.